Yo, what up? This is Akir, man. I'm chilling in Amsterdam. Check it out, Dubcnn.com. Peace. Akir, really, I'm just a kid at heart that loves hip hop music. You know, I happen to be surrounded by social and political strife and turmoil at times, along with the good times and good music. And I just like to reflect as much of that as possible and convey those views to other people and see where they stand. I just reflect what I happen to be going through at the time. So if I'm feeling happy about eating some food, I might write a song about that. If I go outside and I see somebody get punched in the face, I might write a song about that. If I'm riding the train and I'm always late somewhere, I write a song about that. Currently, content is so driven towards sales or marketing that people get away from bringing that content back to the people who are supporting the music. Just simple songs. Like if you look at people who are legendary songwriters, they talk about the simplest things, but it's something that is endearing to several different cultures and types of people because everybody goes through it. Akir actually came about real simply as me just trying to have the tag, because everybody that I knew was so immersed in the hip hop culture that we all share different elements of it. One of those elements that I wasn't too familiar with, but I was definitely interested in, was graffiti. So I would go around trying to figure out different tags that I liked, whatever. And those letters kind of stuck with me. I liked how it rocked. It's about the same time when I started rhyming, so people just started calling me a kid. I was in the process of making my first album, and my homeboy Lazarus, he was actually one of the first people to financially back me or believe in my art. And he was saying that based on my name and the content of the music that I do, he was saying that, maybe you should try Always Keep It Real. And it's just stuck. And it's good because to me it's always a governing point, because I never have the opportunity to go and do no stupid shit. Because I always have to reflect on the fact that this is something that I represent, and I'm wholeheartedly trying to convey that there are people out there who are not about the nonsense. And there's a time to have a good time. There's a time to focus, and I encompass all of that. I can't do no bullshit because somebody's gonna try to call me on it immediately. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, and I try to run with that. That fucking split is crazy.
For camera.
I'm in Amsterdam, man. You see that, yo? We're in Amsterdam, big. You see that, yo? Peace on my Cali cats here.
Do you think it's a negative development that people write what sells?
Definitely. It's a positive development in the fact that it's created a platform for financial development, amongst the colored community and among those downtrodden in the capitalistic world. It's turned into a hustle, but because of that, the negative effect is that nobody wants to talk about anything but a hustle aspect or something like women, cars, and money, something that's shiny, that's going to attract a lot of attention to create those sales. So from a financial empowerment point of view, I'm glad that that's available, that people are making moves to become entrepreneurs and so on and so forth. But from an artistic standpoint, I think the value of music is definitely depreciated. We've never really had any competing ideas or different thoughts on politics. Not that I'm a yes man or he is either, but we seem to share, a common view on how the world should operate. I mean, my main thing is there's different social structures, there's different political systems, there's different religious beliefs. I don't care what it is that you do. I feel like people should not impede on other people's beliefs and systems. There are ways to recommend things. There are ways to show people by example. But I don't believe in impeding or stepping on anybody's toes or fucking forcing them out of lands or, starting wars, preemptive strikes and all that other bullshit. And, I hear that they're creating a bomb, so let's fuck them up first. And, you know what I'm saying? Just that type of shit is just fucked up. I'm a firm believer in peace and justice, man. You know what I'm saying? And if I can stay on my land and, grow crops and raise my kids and practice whatever I want to, and you're on the other side doing the same shit in your own way,
and nobody's hurting each other,
there's no problem. I have no problem with that, yo. Right. But as soon as you start coming over to my land and we shake hands and it's under the belief that we're friends and whatnot, and then you fucking raping my land or my people, or taking food out of my children's mouth or some shit like that, then there's issues. I'm an MC. I'm not a political rapper. I'm not a social rapper. I just happen to, this last particular album, there's things that were surrounding me that I needed to address. And I'm always going to address issues that are around me, regardless what they are. Some of them, be it political, some of them be social. And sometimes it might not even be about issues. Sometimes it might just be about everyday life. I really stray away from those tags. Urban Sprawl is just a mixtape joint that I did. It's actually there's a song called Pearly Gates off of Mobb Deep, off the Mobb Deep album featuring 50 Cent. It's just something I put out. This is a little mixtape promotional for us. I'm not selling it. It's just something that I'm just putting out to get the buzz popping. You know what I mean? But I also felt like a commentary needed to be made about gentrification in the hood. And unfortunately, in America, I'm sure it's happening all over the world. It's becoming harder and harder to maintain a residence in cities. Because right now what's happening is the people who are more wealthy and well off are seeing opportunities to renovate or refurbish, these already thriving neighborhoods and communities, which I don't necessarily have a problem with. What happens when you move everybody out of that place, or you displace them out of their home, where it doesn't become a choice, it becomes something where I can't afford to live here anymore. Or you're telling me that it's eminent domain and we're taking this over, or you're saying that, your Section 8 is running out, which is in America, that's like, for like the projects and whatnot, it's like rent assistance or whatnot. They're saying your Section 8 is going to run out at a certain time. Here's some vouchers, you take the vouchers, you move, but then the vouchers are no good, so you become homeless. When things like that happen, somebody has to say something. Like, it's outrageous, you know what I mean? Especially when, you have gas prices so bad where people who are actually moved out to the suburbs have harder opportunities coming even back into the city, even for work, because it's hard enough to afford a car, let alone to maintain it, let alone to survive, $3.50 gas prices a gallon, you know what I mean? So yeah, so I just threw that out there just to keep that buzz going.